It's a wonderful Saturday, folks. I'm out here in a wonderful small remnant, 32 acres of Tallgrass Prairie right here. It's a wonderful day in mid-June. We're on the hunt for something rare and wonderful. Don't know if we're going to find it, but we are going to find a hell of a lot of great flora in the search. Potentially also some great fauna even, maybe. There are snakes out here, and frogs, crayfish, etc. Anyway, kicking things off nice. A wonderful little lobelia in the Campanulaceae. The lobelia, Campanulaceae, Lobelioideae subfamily, I believe. Let me squat down. I'm taking my ass to Tick Town today, folks. But there you go. Lobelia spicata. You see this in I've run into this a lot. I'm not sure if it's calciphilic. I think I'm mixing that up with Lobelia culmii. This one's kind of more of a, again, like a tall grass prairie sort of lobelia, contrasted with your cardinalis and syphilitica, and culmii, and inflata. Inflata? Who cares? Anyway, let's find some stuff. I'm gonna try to get this guy. There's some kind of Hirundidae member up there, a swallow. I'm doing a bad job tracking it. Let's fucking get at it. And just to let you guys know that it is in fact still me. The channel has not been hijacked by a spook imposter to implant bad ideas in your head. This is Carex pallida. You know, it's a wonderful sedge, one of the woolly fruited ones. I forget the exact section it's in. You might mix it up with Carex lasiocarpa, which you'll find more often in bog settings. However, the way to distinguish them, if you look at this bract, you'll note that strong mid-vein there above my thumb where my index finger's tapping. Strong veining there on that bract, indicating Carex pallida. There's a wonderful rhizomatous species. It's right here on a marsh edge. Beautiful, wonderful sedge. Hell yeah, back to her. So like I was saying, it is like a wonderful remnant property. Nice, beautiful little slice of what once was. You can see out there, those huge sagittate leaves belong to Silphium terebinthinaceum. You see the yellow of the brown-eyed Susan there, Rudbeckia hirta. But you also see all that white daisy. That doesn't belong, okay? That's a species of Leucanthemum, an ox-eye daisy, maximum or vulgare. I'm not going to check, I don't care. Either way, it's non-native and it doesn't belong here. So just make sure that, I mean, it's important to note that even in these remnant patches, they're not perfect. This isn't paradise. They're still I mean, you know, they're at the friggin' door, you know? There's a cattail stand over there. There's purple loosestrife creeping around in the marsh edges. It's not perfect, but it is managed. And so it's holding on pretty damn well. Get a load of that beautiful Parthenium integrifolium dancing in the wind. We'll get a close-up of that. Right behind it is Silphium laciniatum, the compass plant. Sensational. It's breezy as hell today, folks. Got one hand on the camera and the other on my big brimmed hat, so I'm safe under here. Nice. And I mean, boom, here you go. Here's an incredible vista. It's fantastic. Perhaps one of my favorite members of the carrot family right here, of the entire Apiaceae. And I do love carrots. I thought they would help my eyes when I was little. That is not true. This is Orangium yuccifolium. You can tell why they call it that, because if you look at the folia, quite yucca adjacent. You can see why you'd call it that. But it's just beautiful. I mean, just look at that color palette, dude. You got like the softer green of the mountain mint down around in here, and then this steely blue-gray glaucous. Oh, it's so fucking badass. And look at these flowers too, dude. Come on. Put it in your yard. The wasps love it, and your neighbors will too. They're not a bunch of sissies. You know, man, much as I would like to think that I'll go out doing something cool and badass, you know, battling a neighbor's brush fire a la Aldo Leopold, you know, I think it's much more likely that I'm just gonna get dismembered by these red-winged blackbirds. I tell you what. That's all right though. That's fine. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, you're mad. What a handsome fellow. Beautiful. You do love them. They got spunk, man. They're a native bird. They're protected by the MBTA. Be nice to them. They can't help it. I'd be pissed off if I was him too, frankly. I mean, okay, so here we go. Here's something that's real nice. Some real high quality vegetative action. This right here. That one's not too far along. Hang on. This right here. God damn it, Nate. Find the fucking thing. Sorry. It's that one. What I meant to do, let's get in here. Come on. There you go. There you go, folks. That is Asclepias sullivantii, the prairie milkweed. One of the a great species there. Easily diagnostic, you know, the glabrous nature, the red mid-vein. No fuzz under there. No fuzz up here. Beautiful corum when it opens. Typical hoods and horns because it's a milkweed. Apocynaceae is family dogbane. There is some kind of dogbane around here, and I kept confusing it. And then I saw, I mean, like these are dogbane. This is an apocynum right there. Right there with the opposite leaves. Sorry, I drank a lot of caffeine this morning. And then, you know, you see right here the clear difference in morphology. So, you know, as far as I can tell, I kind of flubbed it in my timing for the target plant today. Got a load of that sedge. And my head's choking me, Jesus. Anyway, yeah, it's got the neck strip, you know. Anyway, but, you know, look at that green wave as the wind rips through that constricted blue joint meadow right there. Getting colonized by the sandbar willow, I think. Some kind of salix, one of the weedier ones. Absolutely stunning. Although we didn't find the target plant, I'll show you guys some more stuff. And there you go. There's a little Rosa Carolina there. Maybe little roses you get in the prairies. But yeah, I'll show you guys some other cool stuff. And then I'm gonna. I'm tired. It was a long week at work. I'm going home after a hat. After a little bit more. All right, let's wrap it up. So here you go. Here's a lovely one just hanging out in the in that sedge and grass. This is Phlox glabrima, the smooth phlox. I believe it's also called marsh phlox. Not 100% sure. I don't use the common names like too often if I can avoid it. You know, it's Phlox glabrima to me. I like that because, as you can see, it is, of course, you know, it's beautiful. It's very, very, you know, again, word of the day is glabrous, lacking hair. Absolutely beautiful. And of course, you know, being in the phloxes, you've got the opposite leaf arrangement, and you've got the wonderful five-petaled tubular corolla there. Wonderful. As you can see, there's more of that yet to go off. Isn't that nice? Isn't it so cute the way these flower buds just kind of spiral out? Let me zoom in a little bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's very nice, yeah. Oh, and look at this, look at this. Don't you guys love a dainty little yellow flower? I'm not 100% sure which, it's an Onothera, of course, you know, you can tell right away. It's a yellow petaled, yeah, I mean, not all Onothera are yellow, sorry, a lot of them are though. You know, it's a four-petaled flower, and you can see right there by my thumb, move this grass out of the way. Damn it. And you can see that X marks the spot indeed, because that is the four-lobed style, so characteristic of the Onograceae. Another trait you can see is that the pollen is accumulated or dehisced as vicin threads. You know, so hang on, let me try to get a dusting. You can kind of see there on my thumb a little bit of the pollen grains. Yeah, it's not depositing enough. Anyway, they accumulate in threads, so that when you know, like when a pollinator hits one of the anthers, it drags off a bunch more pollen simply than just contact and dust and whatnot. Sorry, like I said, I'm tired. I got up pretty early this morning and proceeded to pound too much caffeine. But yeah, not sure what species right in the sidebar. It is quite pubescent. Wonder if this is like prairie sundrops. Do you think it's like maybe Onothera perennis? I don't know. Very cute. Look at these little red buds too. Oh, it's beautiful. Who ever thought they were too good for an evening primrose, man? I ask you. Bam! They're coming at you fast and thick with great, fantastic fabid flora right here, folks. This is Amorphicanescence, the buffalo bellows, the lead plant in tribe like Amorphiae. I don't know if it's a subtribe or a tribe. It's a more specific division within the wider Fabaceae. Absolutely incredible, of course, you know. It's got that canescent, that silver gray fuzz, you know. That is, of course, you know, helps with sun exposure, you know, white t-shirt on a hot day, bright day, so to speak. But absolutely, I mean, that is, goddamn, that's stunning. This also does really well in cultivation, so if you've got like a dry spot, try to get your hands on one of these from like a native plant nursery. Order seeds and grow it yourself, but that'll obviously take longer. I don't know. Probably worth it though, because it's an incredible plant. I mean, God, with the compound leaves and see, this one's getting ready. They're a little bit off, you know, from flowering. But you can see there, right at the apex, developing buds. Put up a picture of the flowers. That's great. Amorphicanescence. And sorry, just a little bit more just a little bit more amorphous smut. There you go, a bit further along on the floral development. None of these will be in flower out here yet that I've seen, and I've been lurking here for a while pretty good, trying to find that target plant, which again, I did not find. You know, who gives a shit, frankly? There's all this other great stuff. Am I gonna let it cloud it? No, I'm not. I mean, look at this. Look at what I'm touching right now. It's fuzzy. It's great. Perfect. And perhaps this will be the last plant of the video. Also not quite in bloom. It's a real favorite of mine, though. This is Arnoglossum plantagineum down there. There's a couple different species, I think. Also, in the genus Arnoglossum, I mean, you know, there's, at least in my area, you also get a triplicifolium and maybe reniform, kidney-leaved, whatever. Anyway, look at those. Look at those incredible flower buds. Those little white stars getting ready to open up. And just let it all hang loose, if you know what I'm saying. Everything about this plant is fantastic. Incredible flowers, beautiful ridging on the stem. This, again, glabrous. This is like rubbery, if I'm being proper. Like, that's incredible, man. Like succulent, damn near. Just a fantastic, great member of the Asteraceae. Arnoglossum plantagineum, folks. All right, so that's probably going to be it for me today. Unless I spot something else, and there is a possibility that that'll happen. But in case it doesn't, have a good one. Get outside and touch some grass. Touch a sedge, too. And a rush. Get in there. Go wild. And just so I'm not made to be a liar, there you go, folks. Close up on the Parthenium integrifolium, wild quinine Asteraceae. Different wild quinine from the one they used to treat malaria. That's a tree. The cinchona tree, I think. Absolutely incredible, though. Man. That's a strange looking plant. You're doing your own thing, and I love you for it, man. You're great. Goddamn.